All right, so I'm just back from hike number 13, Lone Star Trail 2023-2024. Right in January, doesn't matter, but just for future reference, because I don't know when I'm putting this up. I'm putting the hike videos up basically the day after, but with the beer reviews. I mean, I still have some from 2022 that I haven't put up yet. I've been working my way through it, and then I just... Anyway, today is the last of the... I went to the liquor store like 2 months ago to buy some rum and Cointreau, and I said, oh, they have some fancy beers. Let me take some. I've been going through them. So the last 7 or 8 before this, 7 of them, I think I bought 8 or whatever. This is actually from H-E-B, I think. Yes, I think this is from H-E-B, but the other ones were from the nice liquor store. This is the last beer I have, and this is St. Arnold's Rich and Robust Tarnation. Unreasonably strong ale, and it's got this wow pop comic strip thing, 9% alcohol, and it's a big tall one. It is it's an imperial pint. It is what exactly is it? It's a 1 pint and 3.2 ounces. I don't know where it is on this anymore, but I looked it up. It is actually an imperial pint, because with Samuel Smith's it was 550 milliliters. This is just a half an ounce more, whatever it is. Where is it? 1 pint, 3.2 ounces. That's an imperial pint, apparently. 567 point something milliliters. So this is an imperial pint. Very good. And let's have it. And it's a nice ale, but it's strong. That's also why I wanted to get it, because it's not something weird. It's just a nice ale, but it's unreasonably strong. Ales usually don't get this strong. And I was worried about the carbonation, because when I'm pressing the side of the can, it just felt a little soft, you know? But it looks like there's something in there. So it has a nice... It's a little darker to my eyes than what I'm seeing on the camera, but yeah, it is a nice dark, almost looks like wine. Doesn't it look like wine? Reddish a little bit? Very strange. It's an ale. It's nice and strong. The foam is good. Let me get the actual liquid. It's a strong ale. I mean, I'll hand it to them. You can taste the alcohol in it, not really in a bad way, but you say like, oh, this is pretty strong. Yeah, I certainly believe 9% on it. I'll have to slip it a little slower. It's a strong ale. I mean, maybe they could work on the flavor a little more, maybe get the alcohol down, even as a percentage. It's a bit out, yeah, you can taste the alcohol. You know, so I would maybe a little bit less alcohol, or if you're gonna have this much alcohol, maybe a little more flavor to it, but it's pretty good. I would say it's, 4 out of 5. It's not ooh, but it's close. It's pretty good. I'm certainly gonna drink it all, for sure. It's a little more on the bitter, just a little, because it's an ale, but it almost tastes like an IPA, actually. It's starting to get in that territory of, ugh, not the biggest fan of IPAs, but it does have that IPA-ness to it. But it's not. Anyways, I mean, India Pale Ale is an ale, but it's getting to the more India Pale Ale as opposed to just a normal ale. Anyways, enough blathering. 4 minutes of this, holy crap. Let's see what the beer snobs say. Beer... Advocate. I haven't even typed this in. We're doing this live. So I'm saying it's okay. I mean, try it. It's going to be good. It's not weird jelly nonsense. Tarnation. Okay, so the St. Arnold Brewing Tarnation. Here we go. It is an 88 out of 100. Very good. So let's see, 397, 427, 414, 367, 37, 387, 48, 365. Is 365, is there a 365 is the lowest? So it's not that low. Okay, so 365, this is the lowest rating. This strong ale was a deep red amber. Red amber. It's kind of brownish, but yeah, there's a redness to it, you know? Yeah. With a light tan off-white head. Yeah, I would say that. Aromas, no one cares. Roasted malts, bread, and a hint of dried fruit and brown sugar. As they often say, taste followed the nose with noticeable bitterness lingering at the end. I mentioned it's bitter. Oh my God. I'm at an age where I have to like specially start to, what do you call it? Just shave my nose hairs inside. It is disgusting, but I'm not actually picking boogers out of my nose, in case anybody's wondering. It is just the hairs bristling all the time. You know, and it's that time of the month. I have to shear my nose hairs so they don't tickle me all the time. Anyways, that's a fun thing to know about me. Noticeable bitterness. This guy's like, yeah, he's saying it's red. He's saying it's a little bit bitter, a little too bitter. Medium body and carbonation. Yeah, it's not watered down. I mean, again, I wish it had a little more flavor because the alcohol is up there, but it's not watered down. It could have a little, yeah. Overall, nothing earth-shattering, and I would have preferred a bit more dark fruit and sweetness in the taste. Yeah, to mask the alcohol, maybe. But for $10 a six-pack, I'll probably buy this 9% sipper again, especially when cold weather arrives. So the guy's like, you know, it's not even that bad. I'll buy it again, 365. I rate it a little higher. I don't know what his system is, but it's okay, right? And the highest one was 4.7 or 8, or, excuse me, what was it? 4.8, yeah. So this was from last Thanksgiving. Since today's Thanksgiving Day, 2022, I would like to take the opportunity to say thanks to St. Arnold's Brewery for this particular beer. Sounds like he's had a couple. Yeah, me too. I think this is St. Arnold's best beer yet. You know, here's the honest truth. I'm not actually a huge fan of St. Arnold's. It's a local Houston thing. I've actually been to their brew factory thing here, like many 15 years ago. They give you little wooden ships and you can cash it in for, well, you give them money. They give you the chips like in a casino, and then you can hand it to them. Right. Anyways, I'm not the biggest fan. I've never had a St. Arnold's beer. It's like, ooh, this is really good. They're all like, okay. This one's okay. It's not horrible. But, okay, the bitterness is, okay, I'm going to revise this. The bitterness, the low guy mentioned it. The bitterness is there. You know, and it doesn't go away. So, okay, it's an okay beer. Try it if you'd like. I don't know how much it costs. I know I got this at H-E-B, but did I get this at H-E-B? You know what? I might have actually gotten this at the fancy liquor store place because it doesn't have the H-E-B sticker on it. I'm fairly certain. Okay, I actually did get 8 then. There wasn't a leftover H-E-B one that I had lingering in the fridge. I think it is from the Nice Wine Place. Anyways, let's finish this up. Best beer yet, okay, and comparable to St. Bernardus ABT 12 because they are both strong ales. The 9% ABV is hidden very well. I would say it's hidden okay, but beneath the balance of the malt and hops. The hops is more on the piney side. That's probably the bitterness as well. And the mouthfeel is draughty with medium carbonation. I need high carbonation. I need this to be a fucking Sprite, you know? That stuff is just so carbonated. And the finish is smooth going down, except for the bitterness. I can't help but to give this beer a 5-star review because I can't find anything to complain about. I did find things to complain about. Make sure you drink it nice and cold. It is nice and cold. It's straight from the fridge. It would have been great out of a beer mug, but it was great out of a bottle. 3 of these and you'll have a pretty good buzz. Oof, sounds like Uncle Remus 78 has some problems here. I mean, even if we're talking 12 ounces. Ooh, that's a lot for a 9% beer. That's like a 6-pack. Oh boy, he has a problem. I'll get a good buzz when I'm halfway through this, and I'm getting a good buzz, and I like to think I'm more on the heavier side of drinking without it being a problem. But okay, make sure you drink it. Yeah, blah blah blah. If you drink 6, you'll be. It gets better. If you drink 6, and I'm assuming he's referring to the 12-ounce glass bottles, not these 6. Well, this is 19 ounces. So, but even a 6-pack, you'll be drunk. Well, you'll be drunk long before a 6 of them, but okay. It is a wholesome and robust beer. It says it right here, rich and robust, but still go great with a meal. I'm so glad I decided to try St. Arnold's Tarnation. Well, thank you for coming to my Beer Advocate review, and Uncle Remus says, and there we go. So this has been a particularly long review. I don't know, the beer isn't that great. It's okay. Again, St. Arnold's, I don't think I've ever had a single like, ooh, this is really good. I've never had a single one. This is no different. It's drinkable. It's a little better than, I guess, Bud Light or whatever. That bitterness, I'm actually not a fan. This is bitter. You know, the bitterness is there. It doesn't go away. I'll finish it, but now the bitterness really takes it away. It is like drinking an IPA. You know, it starts out like an ale, like a normal ale, and maybe the foaminess. You know what? Let's pour the whole thing out. Let's make it nice and foamy. I think sipping at the foam, you know, that produces a different taste. And when I was initially tasting it, if you're just sucking off the foam, you know, it doesn't have that bitterness to it. It does not have as much bitterness to it. When you're sucking off the foam like that, it just has a nice strong ale taste to it. But it's when you drink the actual liquid. Can we... When you drink the actual liquid, once the foam dies down, it's like the bitterness just kicks you in the face. So this is a little too bitter, actually. I'm gonna have to revise it. I'm probably gonna have to go below the 365 low guy and say this is the bitterness really just no, unfortunately not. So there we are. Yeah,